Hopefully, we'll see that they can maybe shore up their draft weakness in that case, pick a stronger, more viable solo off-lane hero, and maybe not allow Ty Lopez to have so much space on whatever hero it is that he ends up
10 seconds
playing.
remaining.
But Hefflex banning out the Shadow Shaman and the Tusk. Last game, those 2 heroes were banned in eLusiV with the Tide Hunter and the Bounty Hunter, 2 other heroes who were banned out last series. We'll see if they continue to ban out heroes that were banned last time. Nyx Assassin was one that was banned, and I believe I don't remember who that other first phase ban was.
Dire team ban.
But they do go with the Rubik ban. A good solid support. So I don't know why I drew out that so much. But he's pretty. I mean, he's banned. Not a lot to talk about. This does mean Earthshaker's still available. Sand King was banned out. Earthshaker was banned out first phase last time, I believe. So we'll see if either team decides to go with that. Witch Doctor still in the pool, as well as a Disruptor. Both those heroes were first picked by either team last time, so we shall see if they decide to go with it again.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Hefflex again with the first pick. I believe they had
Dire
first pick
team
last
picks
time, and they're
Dire
going to go with a Winter Wyvern.
Naga
And then Naga immediately picked up by eLusiV, another hero rising in popularity as a support. Meteor Hammer buffs are buffs to Naga Siren, and now they pick up the Disruptor themselves. Lots of ways to set up with that song, lots of ways to disengage and counter-engage in fights. eLusiV going to be very slippery, but the Winter Wyvern, that long-range curse, could quickly turn things south for eLusiV, and Hefflex going to grab a Clockwork. I love Hefflex's support duo already. eLusiV also have a very good support duo, but Wyvern Clockwork is devastating for offlaners to lane against. You get hit by that Arctic Burn, and then suddenly Battery Assault, and then suddenly you're dead.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban.
Juggernaut banned out by eLusiV. Both teams with good-looking support duos. This Naga could be switched to a core. Clockwork, same thing. If they feel so inclined, we'll see if that actually ends up happening. It's not super common, but it's something.
10 seconds remaining.
Now Hefflex looking for a
5
ban of their
seconds
own.
remaining.
Might want to consider banning out Jarrow or Luna, but they get rid of the Underlord, a very strong off-laning hero.
Radiant
Tough to
team
kill, tough to
ban.
fight against. Lifestealer banned out by eLusiV. Hefflex waiting for their final ban. First pick of this next phase does
Dire
go
team
to eLusiV,
pick.
and they get rid of the Brewmaster, another one of those really strong offlaners. Here that wasn't actually touched last game, and I think if they ran Brew offlane, Hefflex versus like a Dragon Knight, things would have looked a lot better for them. Again, my complaint for both teams is that they didn't really pick any real offlaners. They had
10
these.
seconds remaining.
Offlane Razor can work, but it mostly against melees.
5 seconds
If you're against like
remaining.
a melee safe laner, offlane Razor's pretty good.
Radiant team
But
pick.
eLusiV grab an Enigma for themselves. A very early Enigma pick could potentially open up for Silencer, but Silencer against Naga and Disruptor, he could quickly turns into a sitting duck. Rubik banned as well. Hefflex gonna have to find a long-range answer for that.
Dire
Hook
team
shot
pick.
actually pretty good for it, and they pick up the Drow Ranger. So Hefflex perhaps leaning towards a
Radiant
Drow
team
strat, and
pick.
eLusiV immediately picking the OD for themselves. So we'll see what Hefflex want to go if they are going for this Drow strat. Perhaps this means Clock is off-laning. There aren't a ton of ranged off-laners. eLusiV could run the Enigma in the off-lane. Perhaps they'll run him in the jungle. I would rather see it in the off-lane. You can just demonic conversion the range creep
10
every
seconds
time.
remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
But we shall see. Hefflex now looking for an offlaner and a mid. They picked their safe lane in the Drow. Disruptor and Naga both decent against the Drow Ranger, but they do have tools to protect her. The Winter Wyvern, the Clockwork, could peel for her rather effectively. The Cold Embrace going to be very good against the Naga anyway. Perhaps not so good against the Disruptor. And there's a lot of magic damage on the side of eLusiV. Hefflex I guess they could go Death Prophet.
Dire team
It's a
banned.
solid mid, and they're gonna go Queen of Pain. Yes, some mid that can like just win their lane. Make with the Drow, you just win it harder. And not only that, but you can run with the clock, you can run with the Wyvern, and just make things really, really hard. So I do like that they picked a tempo-y mid like Queen. Just try to kill this OD as much as you can. Not only that, Queen, a very good rotating hero, probably a bit better at rotating than Viper. eLusiV banning out the silencer. I guess Hefflex could have picked the silencer. They could run the clock off lane. Phantom Lancer banned out. Good call. They have pretty poor wave clear besides that Queen of Pain. Although Wyvern against PL is okay. If you ult someone not the PL, it can be pretty easy to just get an illusion. But Hefflex grabbing a bristleback. So that's going to be their offlane hero this game. But there is some armor shred, a lot of control for him, some percent-based damage as well, thanks to the Enigma's Midnight Pulse. Now eLusiV looking for their safe laner. They could go back for that Luna, but instead they're going to go for a Terrorblade. If this goes late game, it's eLusiV's game. Hefflex need to make a lot happen in the early and mid stages of this game. They need to claim tier 2s very, very quickly with that Drow. They need to get Roshan with their Drow as early as they can. They have a great draft for it. I mean, Sploogie with the nasal goo. But eLusiV not bad at killing Roche either. You have the OD with the pure damage right clicks on Arcane Orb. They have Armor Shred from Starboy's Riptide. They have Eidolons from Demonic Conversion. So both teams, I think Hefflex can get it faster. You have the Drow Aura. You have the minus armor from Bristle. So I think Hefflex need to take a lot of objectives very, very quickly. The lanes should be actually pretty good for them. I think their support duo has a ton of kill potential. It's lethal. The Winter Wyvern, very good against a Terrorblade and a Naga Siren. And, like, the Wyvern is great for them this game. Wyvern's ult, similar to a Black Hole, and can cancel Black Hole from a distance. So I think this game, I like the drafts from both teams much, much more than last game. Last game they had great drafts until they picked the not offlaners to offlane. But let's move on past that. We are in the second game now, and we have Based Vob playing the Drow Ranger, playing Clockwork, Liquid Gas. Now on the Queen of Pain, Invincible Omega. Winter Wyvern being played by Nicholas, and last but not least, Sploogie playing the Bristleback. Meanwhile, on the other side of the map, Ty Lopez on the Terrorblade. OD being played by Stellar Scone. TCJ on the Disruptor. Naga Siren being played by Starboy, and Enigma being played by Gal. Both these, their offlaners are now on real offlaners. And again, I don't want to sound like I'm flaming.
30 seconds to battle.
But things, I think Gal's going to have a pretty good offlane, and if it goes really bad, he could always just retreat into the jungle. It's like maybe a little bit of a skirmish going to come out. Ty was spotted. Forced back. Yeah, this Enigma is going to be really hard to kill. It looks like they may actually be running an aggro tri-lane in this situation. And Drow versus Enigma is a pretty even matchup for the Drow Ranger. She can CS the Eidolons pretty well. She will have a little bit of problems with the Eidolons being denied. But this tri-lane could be very, very frightening. Bristleback on his own, not really the best off-laner, but their tri-lane is a lot stronger at the early levels than eLusiV's is. Naga Siren starting Riptide is good damage, but they have very limited control. Disruptor will likely go for the Thunderstrike first, but the Arctic Burn, the cogs could just ruin someone's life. And Naga Siren coming out needs to be careful getting in position like that. So it's try v try in this situation, and I really like the Radiant tri-lane a lot better. Mid OD versus Queen of Pain is also a fairly even matchup. OD can dodge with those Astral Imprisonments. The Drow Aura, of course, going to be coming into play a little bit, so Invincible needs to be a little bit cautious, but top, it looks like just a small skirmish coming out here. Riptide did come out, Sploogie taking a little bit of damage, but TCJ and Ty getting hit by those quills. Liquid needs to be careful up against Starboy. Naga Siren early game damage actually pretty decent. She has high armor too, so hard to trade against her. As Quills just keep on coming. Mid, Ty, or Invincible Omega and Stellar Scone trading up fairly evenly CS-wise. It's also very even. Up top, though, looks like they're going after somebody. The Metamorphosis is popped. Nicholas, I don't know if he can get away from this. He's taking a ton of damage. The Arctic Burn does come out, but now Spoogie needs to be careful. He doesn't have Bristleback, so he's going to take a lot of damage, but it looks like both teams just flexing their guns at each other and backing off. However, a favorable trade for the Radiant in this case, as the Terrorblade Metamorphosis has an extremely long cooldown. Cogs did come out, and Liquid unable to steal that Bounty Rune. Going to be grabbing this one back down here. Wants to get that level 2, get the Battery Assault. Gal with 2 points in the Eidolons, going to be out-leveling Based Fob a little bit. Haste Rune now on the Queen of Pain. Could make things a little bit tiresome for Stellar Scone. Needs to be cautious. Could get right-clicked pretty easily. But he is out CSing the Queen a little bit. Top throw a fight, breaking out the root on Nicholas. Nicholas getting low, gonna be first blood going their way, and Liquid Gas also fairly low. The Riptide, and Lightning coming out onto him, but they're gonna have to back off. Spoogie could be doing a little bit too much work if they're not careful, and looks like they will claim that first blood in this tri-lane. Winter Wyvern only level 1. Clockwork also only level 1. That's the really big defining factor here. If they were level 2, they would have had Battery Assault. They would have likely had Splinter Blast, perhaps even Cold Embrace, which would have kept her alive a little bit. And no, the illusion's coming out onto Spoogie. Spoogie again with no Bristleback caught in that root as well. The Minus Armor doing a ton of work on him, and now he's trapped in the field, and one more hit will do the trick. Ty finds that kill.
I give my blade. You give your life.
Things looking grim in this lane. They need to get some levels onto their supports so that they're able to fight more efficiently. Likely needs a point in the Bristleback. And maybe not right away. Probably get 2 points in the another point in the Quill Spray, and then get a point in the Bristleback. Drow just beating up on this Enigma. Pops the Cogs but a little early. I don't know that they can secure that Bounty Rune. It looks like it's going to be farmed. And speaking of, they're going to get a couple CS on some Cogs, a little bit of gold going their way. And Disruptor level 3, Starboy level 2, still level 1 on Nicholas, and only level 2 on this Clockwork. Bristleback level 2 as well, just getting that level 3. Net, no mana. So needs to be careful. Did get that value point in the Bristleback as well, and throwing out those 3 Sprite Quills. Now he could be in trouble. He might want to get out of here. The Metamorphosis is popped. Fuji getting very, very low. They have Cogs available. A nice slow onto Ty. Ty going to pop his 1 and get himself very healthy, thanks to the massive amount of charges he got. But now Ty getting really low again against this Bristle. He's throwing out those Quill Sprays, throwing out those Nasal Goos, doing a lot of damage. A couple more Quill Sprays will kill off Naga Siren. It looks like they should get this kill. One more hit will do the trick, and that finds that. He turns his back to Ty. Ty going to take a couple more Quills. The tower damage and the right click from Ty going to finish him off. Now Winter Wyvern throws out the Splinter Blast, but caught in the illusion, hitting herself too. And Metamorphosis doing so much damage, trying to TP out, but I don't know if she's going to make it. One more right click, but no, she just barely slips away. And it looks like TCJ does have a little bit of a technical issue in DCs. Not that it would have mattered, as he didn't have mana to cast any of his damage spells, and Glimpse was on cooldown. So they do find Starboy finds a nice kill. It would not have made a difference. I will stand by that. They'll see that in the VOD. With Glimpse on cooldown, with Thunderstrike unavailable, I don't think that they would have killed the Winter Wyvern even if he was there. Maybe a couple of his right clicks would have done the trick. That is true. But it is, no matter how you look at it, very good that they do manage to get away. As Spoogie Spoogie finds a kill. I do think he did die though. Yes, he's 1 and 2. Nicholas though slipping away. The Clockwork actually survived, barely, but he did survive. And now TPing back up to his lane is this Bristleback. The Metamorphosis will be on cooldown for a little bit, so perhaps they want to try something for that. And now he just goes right in on him, but he needs to be cautious. During that Metamorph, he hits like a truck, so you got to be really careful against him. Now it looks like Starboy looking for the Drow Ranger, but she does manage to just barely line of sight them and get away. Level 5 on this Drow. 13 CS, a lot of denies from that Enigma, coming from those Eidolons. Of course, Demonic converting. His ranged creep makes things really difficult for the Drow Ranger, but she'll still be finding some good levels. Level 5 will be 6 before too much longer. TCJ level 4, 2 ranks in that glimpse. Naga Siren level 2. In this tri-lane, they may be able to catch a break. If they get a slow onto the Terrorblade, they may just find a kill onto Ty. And Clock just bullying Disruptor. Needs to be careful though. He's only level 2. But Naga trying to bully based fob, and now thanks to the Enigma denying these creeps, things are getting difficult. They're pinging out Ty, but I don't know if they can get the kill while he's this close to his tower. They have a glimpse available on the Disruptor as well. The illusion popped. Nicolas has that Arctic Burn available, and now could be in serious trouble. Has probably try to get some Arctic Burn, hits out onto Ty Lopez if he can. Needs to get that slow, but won't be able to do it. In fact, will just go down. Doesn't have the Splinter Blast either. Perhaps should more aggressively use that Splinter Blast. It's a very powerful poking skill. I don't know that they would have found a kill with it, but it may have discouraged an engagement. Now the illusion pop from the Terrorblade as well. Hasn't gotten a point in the Conjure image just yet, choosing to get that utility, that AoE, and now the Banish onto the Queen of Pain. Queen of Pain with the DD rune. Maybe wants to do something to Stellar Scone. And Invincible Omega having a fine lane here against this OD. Dagger flying out, canceling his clarity. And bot looks like base fob just getting bullied back. They're trying to shut down this Drow as much as they can, as that's really the bright spot in all of this for Hefflex. TP back to the top lane from that Naga Siren, and they may want to try to find another kill. Queen of Pain in the mid, just teasing Stellar Scone with those dagger harass. And now the Arctic Burn is available once again. Has yet to use it though. Glimpse is off cooldown as well, so Splugy likely going to die here, glimpsing him back, and he's on the run, but I don't know how far he can really run. The net going to come out. He pops his sal, but it's not going to matter, and a double kill for Ty Lopez, once again having a phenomenal start on a Terrorblade of all heroes. Not going to be going for the Battle Fury, as that build has died to just get nerfed out of existence. But still Terrorblade 5-0 and 1, 100% kill participation. And closing in on a Dragonlance, the net going to come out onto the Cog. Throws out his Cogs. The Arctic Burn is there. So he's hitting on the Cogs with it. Has thrown it out onto Ty Lopez. Ty taking some damage, burning a little bit. And now they're continuing pursuit. He has Sunder. No, he doesn't. He didn't skill it up, but the wand charges will keep him safe for the time being. He is getting very, very low, though. 4 charges. And now that should save him, that kinetic field. But a lot of damage coming out onto Ty. And no Sunder means he's not going to be able. He probably has to walk back to base. So forcing him back with some good harass. Clockwork. He wants to find another level, maybe another point in the battery assault. Looks like they will be shrining as a team as well. Glass level 3, 2 points in that Splinter Blast. Some good burst.
Dire's top tower is not on top.
And once Ty hits level 7, things are going to look really rough with that Sunder. Killing him is going to be borderline impossible, unless they have some hard CC. Or Queen of Pain ganks and just blows him up before he can Sunder. Which I think Invincible should look into doing that. Speaking of ganking, Stellar Scone going in onto this Drow Ranger. She's very far out of position as well. The Malif is coming out and the silence, but it looks like it's just delaying the inevitable. She's on the run, but I don't know how fast she really is. The Black Hole committed just for good measure. A couple right clicks from Scone, and they find that nice Drow Ranger kill. Based fob. Wiped out. Good rotation for that OD, doing what he did last game, rotating, seeing as his lane is not going great for him. Nicolas getting caught in that net. I don't know if they have the damage to kill him off. He has the Arctic Burn. I want to throw some right clicks onto some of these heroes with that slow while it is up, and the glimpse back onto him will put him into danger zone. Ty gonna find that kill at TP, but not gonna matter as he does get killed off by TCJ. Shrine being pinged out. Looks like they will group up and use that for the time being. It looks like a smoke coming out from Starboy and TCJ going towards the mid lane, but little do they know that Queen of Pain is up here at top. Perhaps they'll look for a kill on to the Terrorblade, but Invincible making his way towards the mid lane. The smoke positioned on the high ground will allow them to find him. They ping him out. They did see him. And a net will prevent a blink. Not only that, they have the 2 points, 3 points. No, just 2 points in the glimpse. And a Banish could set this up. They're going for it. The net does connect. He can't blink anymore, and now it looks like he's just going to get destroyed. A Banish, and as soon as that ends, he dies. A TP from the Bristleback, but it's a little bit too late. And eLusiV continue to dominate in this game. A 4K gold lead at just 10 minutes, and getting some flashbacks back to the previous game. Their supports are dangerously underleveled, and their cores, well, not under-farmed, just not farming as much as the enemy cores. Waiting to see, holding that last skill point tie, so see if he can get the Sunder or not. Glimpsing him, keeping him in place. The Metamorphosis is popped, and Liquid turned to Liquid indeed. Nothing but mush left after that. Meanwhile, in the mid, the DD rune from Stellar Scone kills off the OD, and they finally kill. The Sonic Wave comes out, the Scream of Pain. Invincible Omega punishing, as the Queen of Pain is known to do, the Harbinger. But up at the top lane, the Metamorphosis is still being used, and Liquid on the run, trying to get out of here. Cogs will buy him some space, some time. Not a glimpse on cooldown. Winter Wyvern is in the neighborhood, but a 5k gold lead and 5k gold. That's, you can attribute that all to the Terrorblade if you really want to. And poor based Fob not able to do what all Drow Rangers dream of doing, and that's pushing his Gal now level 10 with all this massive amount of denies, a bit amount of conversion, creating an XP lead. Only level 5 on Sploogie as well. They get the second point in the Nasal Goo. Perhaps should have got a third point in the Quill Spray. Trying to slow him down. They want to get him, but the nice illusion coming out. The net will connect onto the Clockwork, but Sploogie getting hit by that Riptide. Needs to be cautious. There is a Static Storm available, and Queen of Pain has arrived to scream. TCJ getting low. The glimpse back onto her, but it won't seem to matter as he should burn to death to that dagger, but they might be able to get a 9. No, doesn't look like it. Queen of Pain Invincible finds that kill. Starboy on the run now. Caught by that Cogs, and actually zones out his team Liquid Gas with those Cogs. Blink forward from Omega. Omega needs to be careful. Those out the dagger onto Tai. Tai can point the Sunder if he wants. There is low mana. Starboy very, very low on the prowl. They're trying to chase him down. Blink cooling down in just 1 second. The Sunder does come out, and Stellar Scone will go find 1 kill, and now they find another one. Queen of Pain did get 2, and now herself needs to be careful. The Banish is available, but no Sanity's Eclipse, which is used much earlier in the Sunder, keeps Tai healthy, and they find a kill onto the Bristleback. But since they are behind, they do find that. Meanwhile, Base Fob finds that first tier 1 tower of the game. And Queen, invincible. Perhaps looking a little invincible, finding that very convenient regen rune. But Tai now pushing. His Metamorphosis is on cooldown. A TP from Sploogie. He's trying to get him slowed up. Winter Wyvern TPing in, has the Arctic Burn. He probably should use it to try to get that slow, but doesn't use it.
Dire's middle tower is under fire.
And now Starboy just chasing. They have a glimpse available. Nicholas in serious trouble. Look at all these heroes around. He's trying to use his Arctic Burn, but it doesn't matter. They're going in onto the Disruptor. Bristle. Disruptor uses his gold, and they kill out the Bristle. Nicholas now in trouble. The Arcane Orb's too much damage. Stellar Scone finds his kills. Invincible. Ooh, you need to get out of there, buddy. That's a little bit risky. Or risque, as the Queen of Pain may be more accurately defined as. Glimpse on cooldown for a while, the net coming out onto the clock with the Metamorphosis coming out as well. Sonic Wave didn't come out, but it doesn't matter. Unable to get that Scream of Pain off, and a triple kill for Stellar Scone, a 7k gold lead favoring eLusiV. And these kills are certainly eluding Hefflex, who are struggling to get a foothold in this game. They do have good wave clear, hard to push against them in Based Fob. May find a kill here, but Black Hole is available in an emergency situation, but it looks like he is just a little bit too fast. And Based Fob denied that kill, and this tier 2 top killed off by Dire. Usually it's the Drow lineup that finds those early kills, but it looks like they may find something here. The Sandus coming out, getting so low, gets 1 kill and advance a Banish. Liquid needs to get away from that. The Metamorphosis, the song, a lullaby, or perhaps a funeral dirge for the Radiant, and Clockwork Liquid Gas turn to mush. Once again, the Snow barely surviving down the net coming out, and they catch that dragon, bringing her down to the earth, and a double kill for Stellar Scone. Now looks like Queen of Pain trying to find some sort of revenge. Already committed that Sonic Wave, though. Has a Scream of Pain available. Gets some low Starboy, but needs to blink out. But can't. The root's too long. Turned to mincemeat in that net by Ty Lopez, but a cheeky Rocket Flare finds that kill. Battery Assault trying to find onto Ty, but needs to be careful. Man fighting up against this Terrorblade. He does a lot of damage, but at the bot lane, the Drow Ranger caught in that Static Storm and the Black Hole. A lot of hate. Midnight Pulse as well. They do find some kills for themselves, but still struggling to come back into this game. They're very far behind on the net worth. Based Fob doing decently, but the Bristleback second lowest on the net worth. Definitely not where he wants to be. He wants to get his Vanguard, wants to get a likely a pipe this game as well. Starboy going to be going for a Blink Dagger. This is the first item. Pretty good item. Song, blink forward. It looks like a TP coming out from Based Fob. Based Fob has a silence, throws that some auto text onto Gal, but an immediate glimpse. Perhaps should have waited before revealing himself. A lot of damage on that Drow, but I don't know if it'll be enough by herself against against what eLusiV are packing. TCJ, excellent glimpse. Now in the mid,
Radiant's
things
bottom
need to be
tower
careful.
has
Starboy throws out a net onto
unblocked.
Omega, but he does manage to blink and disjoint it, so will survive for the time being, but a pursuit from Stellar Scone. They will get back to their tier 1. Sonic Wave available. Winter's Curse not online just yet. Once they get that, things pushing gets really scary for the Dire. If you have like Terrorblade illusions and Naga illusions, and then you just ult the Terrorblade, he could just die. Now Metamorphosis is popped. Starboy positioning aggressively, wants to find some nets if he can.
Radiant's middle tower is not
Clock
safe.
unable to do anything, and they can't engage on this. If they don't have Hookshot, they don't have
Radiant's middle
Winter's
tower
Curse.
was smashed into
And that
pieces.
final tier 1, or the second tier 1 I should say, claimed the 3rd tower of the game. And now Ty with his illusions going to continue pressuring forward, has his Yasha completed as well. Spluchy very, very squishy for this bristleback. And this tower getting chunked down. They need to do something to try to prevent this or find something else on the map. It doesn't seem like they're able to. Their tower is just disappearing. Attempting to get that knife, but not able to. A good banish from Stellar Scone. Perhaps they get forward to get this, trying to find some kills. The Metamorphosis still has some time left, some damage, pure damage from the OD, the Arcane Orbs, but nothing yet. A slow coming up, and Splugy in serious trouble, and now a couple of right clicks finds him dead. Ty beyond godlike on this Terrorblade. Terror indeed. Now jump forward. They have the Malefice onto him. The Static Storm available to get the Malefice. It's just the Eidolon damage. The Midnight Pulse is too much. The Drow Ranger does go down. 2 cores dead across the map. And eLusiV punishing Hefflex. A 14k gold lead at 17 minutes. That's almost the fabled 1k per minute lead. I want to look at the GPM really quickly and see Terrorblade at 550. Overall net worth, he's just pulling further and further ahead. 4k ahead of this Drow Ranger. His Manta Style on the way to him. That final tier 1 dead, and there's only 1 tier 2 left on the map. Typically, this is what the Drow team wants to do, and oh no, a TP from Drow and onto Stellar Scone. Stellar Scone gets silenced up, and now they might be able to find some kill on him, but a nice force stack keeps him positioned safely. Brings attention to pure damage from the Arcane Orbs, doing too much. Drow, I don't know if she can fight up on the high ground against him. She needs to be very cautious positioning up against him. They don't have Hookshot. They don't have Vision. Stellar Scone should be able to slip away from this one. TPs from the Naga Siren as well. Queen of Pain blinks forward, has a banish, pops it onto himself, trying to buy some time. Naga pops the song, puts the Radiant to sleep, and Stellar Scone should be able to walk it off. Starts TPing away, and they don't quite manage to get him, but Naga, Starboy, also going to be just fine. The Rocket Flare will provide a lot of information, and what that information should say to the Radiant is that they don't want to go in on that. They need to be careful. The Black Hole is available. Meanwhile, Terrorblade just shoving, gets that final tier 2 on the map, and now on his way to the top lane. A team fight here could be disastrous. A Blink Dagger on the Anima. He could find a really big Black Hole, but the Silen's coming out. A 4-man Black Hole coming out of so much damage. I don't know if they can handle this. The Static Storm on top of it. They're already lost all their heroes. 4 dead. It's a complete disaster, and now 1 on the run, but I don't know if Cox can get away. He has the Cox available, but what's he going to do? A Hookshot is the only thing that can save him. He doesn't. He goes down. It's a triple kill for Ty. A complete massacre at the top lane. A beautiful Black Hole. A cosmic event, you could call it. A total slaughter and a 2.3k gold swing in favor of the Dire. Not that they needed that gold, and now 1k gold per minute in their favor. eLusiV just crushing it in this series. Certainly standing to their namesake, as it seems impossible to get kills against them, impossible to win team fights against them. Hefflex reduced to nothing, and now the Terrorblade with his Illusion Army going forward to get the Gust. This tier 3 doesn't look like as long for this Warden. Splugy needs to be careful to jump forward, throwing out a net onto him, and GG just called at 19 minutes. The Terrorblade, an unstoppable force. Like Winter's Curse coming out, but onto an Illusion. A valiant effort, the Sonic Wave. They played their lanes a little bit better this time, Hefflex, but eLusiV just too strong, too much to stand against, and GG is called. That's the end of this series. I hope you guys enjoyed the cast as much as I enjoyed casting it. A spectacular finish to this second game on the back of a beautiful Black Hole from Gal. And I look forward to seeing eLusiV play more today and more just in the future. Beautifully executed strategies from them. And I really hope that Hefflex aren't discouraged and that they look at these games, kind of evaluate where they were weakest and improve and take it as a learning experience. I look forward to seeing both these teams grow and play in the future. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed the cast as much as I enjoyed doing the casting. And that will be all for me for now.